Welcome to Empire Total War United Provinces campaign. These are the Spanish from Andalusia, the ones that were just outside the town when we attacked it. They're retreating, as you can see, and we're just about to take our target in the Americas, our final target in the Americas. No, it isn't actually. There's still New York in the South Americas anyway. So just check how happy the population are there for me to be there. Obviously not. So put a barracks in there because I can recruit from a barracks to help me raise troops to help settle the population. Of course, I'm not going to bother with the other things, particularly the arsenal or the stone wall. Sometimes I think about building a stone wall, but on this occasion I'm not going to. Having just beaten the Spanish and needing nothing else from them now, because I've taken all the provinces from them that I need, I'm going to negotiate a peace with them. I think they're in desperate circumstances, so yes, I've brokered a deal with them. I've managed to get 2 technologies out of them as well, 2 naval technologies out of them, which is very nice. Thank you very much. I might see if anybody else is amenable to discussion. A bit worried about the English Channel. I want really to have some kind of an agreement with the Swedes, because the last thing I need is the Swedes, who are in the Baltics there, to bring out a big fleet and block my port and then strangle my income completely. So they're going to want a deal, I'm afraid, where I'm going to have to pay them a lot. See if I can get away with anything I possibly can. I'm probably going to end up giving them exactly what they want, but it's always worth a negotiation first. You never know your luck. Sometimes you can find out exactly what they're looking for. I've never had a problem with indefinite military access, to be honest with you. I've never had a problem where it's been exploited. So it is something that you can bargain with if that's what they want. They're going to want technologies, I'm afraid. Anyhow, the good news is they're open to negotiation, so I should be able to get some kind of a peace deal with the Swedes. The Swedes, I believe, are at war with... Oh, who are they at war with now? Well, certainly at war with Denmark, anyway, over in the Baltic, so that keeps them occupied. Spain are at war with Austria, who are the other big problem. You know, Austria are a big nation at the moment, so I hope that keeps them neutral. So here we go, still trying to broker a deal with them in any way that I can. Normally I would leave these negotiations, just sort of blank them out, but I wanted to show you how they can sometimes work, particularly because this one's been fairly successful as well. You know, peace with Spain is worth it to me, because he's got lots of very, very big ships around, and he wants to do something with those big ships, because he won't be able to afford to keep them for very long. He's got one area left, I think, in the Americas, and that area is Grenada. It's good. It's got a good income as Grenada. I mean, I don't know how much you can actually take from it in terms of tax income, but even if he gets 2,000, and then he gets 2,000 for Lombardy and Naples and Sardinia, you know, so I mean that would be a maximum, say 8,000 that he could get per turn. Now each of those fleets, the ships in them are going to cost an average about 200 each. You know, 10 ships is 2,000. I mean, really, more than half his income has gone on ships, and they're big. So he's going to want to get that number down, and the AI never scuppers ships, so he's going to want to fight with them, and I don't want to lose my ships at the moment in battles against fleets that there's no way that I can beat. So it's good to broker a deal really with the Spanish there. I've also got, I don't know if you noticed there while I was chatting away, there's also a deal been set with Denmark, so that I've got a trade agreement with them. Now that I've lost the war, I say lost the war, I no longer have the war with Sweden. My ships that are raiding this trade route are no longer of any use to me really, because every ship you have on there, I think I've said this before, I know, takes 5% of the trade away there. So 20 ships on there, 20 times 5 is 100, they'll take 100%. But 100%, you know, when you break it down, even on a trade route with 2,000 on it, it doesn't pay for your ships. So I'm getting rid of 4 of those brigs now, so I haven't got the upkeep of them. I'm buying a better ship. I'm getting the Admiral's flagship in there instead. These are the Spanish. I've speeded these moves up, of course. They don't go this quickly on the AI. So, not so worried about the Spanish anymore, which is great, isn't it? The other reason, of course, is I'm starting to move some ships around now. I have to. So, I want to be a bit careful. Okay, these are the various technologies that we've got. Usual things, trade routes blocked, etc. That's the ship that I've raised. Oh, we've got some. That's just a historical note. We've got some improvements as well in the characteristics of some of the ministers that we've got. Well, to do my usual bit, see if I can kill this priest. Goodness knows how many times I've tried to do this. I just want to speed up the conversion, sorry, the reform of the Catholics in this area over to the Dutch Church. Okay, this is the second rater that I produced down here on the west coast of Africa. Join those up with the rest of the fleet, those coming down from Brest, and those others that I'm going to recruit in the local area as well, and then eventually put some troops on them. Here we are over to the Americas. What I'm going to do is pick up these ships and line them up again like I have done on a previous video that you've seen, so it protects the whole of this coast. I've no idea what's going on in India. Every time I look, I can't see any ships moving or any armies moving, but I'm deeply suspicious of that, because there's no way that they're just going to sit there doing absolutely nothing. So, and of course I can't see the entire Indian Ocean. He could be moving as much as he likes about all over the place. Anyway, I haven't done every single ship. I've just grabbed the whole fleet and then time-lapsed it so that I've got everything in place. They're not quite in place. I haven't put them far enough down. I need to put them a little further down, I'm afraid, so that you know, so that the coastline there is protected, as we've done before. Just check Panama. It doesn't give me very much wealth, but it gives me a little bit, so we're going to tax it. That's how much Grenada would have been worth if I'd have taken it. I know there was a temptation there, but I wanted Andalusia because that's my target, so I need to make sure that I've got that. I can always turn in on Grenada at some later date, I hope. I don't like leaving an enemy in my back, but now that it's been updated for amphibious landings, it really matters little about that now. This is Gibraltar, it's Tangier, it's Lisbon, you know, Portugal and Spain. All those areas around here are ones that I've fairly recently taken with a predominantly Roman Catholic population that we need to try and settle. So it's a case now of moving troops around, beg and borrowing from different places so that it settles the population, and in such a way that it centralises all those troops so that I can get them onto a fleet, so I can get a large army onto a fleet that I can go and hit somebody somewhere. And anybody that's watched all of my previous 111 videos, I believe this is 112, yeah, will probably be able to guess who deserves hitting. One place that's not been hit all the way through, they've hit back at me twice, you know, they've tried it on, and I've simply suffered it, garrisoned myself, battened down the hatches and done absolutely nothing in their area at all. So it's about time I got some troops together and started to go on the offensive. I'll leave it up to you to guess which one that is. I'm sure you'll easily work out which one it is. Okay, we're coming to the end of this video now. A bit tedious, I'm afraid, but it's all about working out how we can tax, what we can tax the most of, how we can you know, sort of make the places most efficient producers as well for revenue. The situation's been eased a little bit in Tangier because it's because I defeated the rebels there, and I've managed to get a decent enough amount of dragoons in there as well. So Gibraltar's a bit of a problem because I can't build churches in there, so I'm trying to get missionaries there. Anyway, just rush through this bit and I'll see you on the next video.